mama. All my life I knew ya. Peace, love, health, and well vibe. Drive, like, and subscribe. Help your boy break away from that 9 to 5. I am your host, KP, and I am here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. Understand when you come here, this is spa day for the soul. Chicken noodle soup for the spirit. And many and petty day for the ego. Understand that this is a hard hat area, and self development is the construction site. Shout out to Corey, the first one in the chat. Shout out to Corey in the chat. All right, so before we get started with the daily collective reading, I would like to point your attention to a few things. First thing first, we will be doing a collective reading, and then we're going to move forward towards free individual readings and paid individual readings as well. If you would like a donation based reading, please check out the description box. All right. If you want to follow up on a reading, if you kind of shy, kind of scared, you want to holler at me in private. If you want to learn how to do tarot, if you want a coaching session or guided meditation session, whatever you looking for, hit me up. I am your guy. All right. All my contact information, donation information, and such is in the description box below. Thank y'all for letting the commercials play since this is the home of the free tarot readings. Only thing I ask is that you let one commercial a day play for at least 30 seconds. That's it. That's all I require for a I mean, you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, you know what I'm saying? But if you just feel generous, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so here we go. We about to get started with the Daily Collective. Oh, also, when you first come into the chat, please do not post your question. Just let me know if you want to get on the list, and you will be on the list. All right. Um, so the rules to readings and whatnot is in the description. I mean, in the chat, it's posted in the chat. So if you got a question about how to get on the list for a free reading, I also got a link that take you to sample questions, all that good stuff. So here we go with the daily, the card of the day for what, Thursday? What is it? 8/14. Thursday 8/14. Okay, star card. Okay, nice. So first thing first, I do want to mention that this is a major arcana card, and understand that when we see major arcana cards, these often indicate big life changes. Okay, big life changes. So whether this is going to be something that is going to be long lasting, or whether this is going to be something that's going to be uh just very significant, right? In your chap in your life. Pay very close attention. So in the major arcana, this is, you guessed it, the number 17. All right, so 1 plus 7 equals 8. All right, and we already know that the number 8 is about strength. It's about taking action. It's about moving forward. Okay, so when we're looking at the star card, there's a few words that stand out to me about the star card, um, and those words are spiritual guidance, and hope. Right, spiritual guidance and hope. And the reason why that is because this card actually symbolizes spiritual renewal. Um, it's no secret that the 8 stars in the sky represent the 8 chakras, right? And the biggest star represents your connection to the divine, to God, to the center of the universe, whatever it is that you believe in. That big star in the sky on this card symbolizes your connection to it. Okay, so the thing is that we can live a lifestyle that weakens our connection or totally disconnects us. Whether that's bad habits externally or internally. But the biggest thing that holds us back from this connection is too much pessimism. That's like one of the biggest destroyers. Or, you know what? Let me rephrase that. Your connection is never stopped or distorted. I just think that the problem is that we don't pay attention to what we focus on. And so we think that we're disconnected. We think that, we're not receiving. We think that God forgot about us or whatever, but in reality, that's not the case. The thing is that the future us that we hope to be, um, we're disconnected from that because pessimism, because bad habits. I know I'm saying the same thing a different way, but it still ring true. I just want to hammer this point home that Hope is a very big thing in this world. We have things called learned hopelessness or learned helplessness, right? But nobody never talks about being hopeful. Like it seems like the only time people talk about something in a positive manner is something negative. It seems like the only time people refer to something in a positive way when it's something negative, right? Doing drugs, drinking, smoking, hurting people, arguing, fighting. Oh, I had to check somebody and this one and that one, right? It's like, hey, I just did 100 push-ups, right? Nobody, I don't, you know what I'm saying? It's always hate this, hate that, black versus white, and man versus woman, and all of this stuff. I'd be like, can we just stop, please? Can we just stop? You know what I'm saying? Because we all need each other. We all need each other. But again, this star card represents hope. It represents faith. It represents a spiritual renewal. And heavy in this card is the water element symbolism. And for some who's listening to this collective reading, what I would say is that let your emotions be the guide, but let love be the foundation. I'm gonna repeat. Let your emotions be the guide, but let love be the foundation. All right. And if you do that, you will never ever go wrong. Never ever ever, because your feelings don't lie. Now sometimes we might think we feel something, but that's when we do the work on ourselves and really get attuned with what we thinking and how we feeling and learn what's separate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so with that being said, I'll go ahead and end the collective reading. And I'll open up the floor for anybody who wanted to, you know, get in with these cards. Cause all my life I knew ya. When you fart, you take my breath away. You don't have to be a VIP to get all of your savings with Quota. Every customer gets 24/7 fast-friendly trade support. Could I get a picture? Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day. It's just the boss! Damn, this got 500 million? You need both what, Corey? computer just went dead. Please charge. I gotta plug you up, oh charge. Go charge. I want you, I need you, oh charge. Go charge. Dang, I gotta log into everything all over again. What up? Lately I've been doing rough. Oh, it's still here. Okay. I need you, oh God. These beautiful, beautiful things. Oh, please. I want you, I need you, oh God. God. Mm, beautiful things. Please. Smoke. Some more crack. I want some more crack. What you mean? Always listening. What, I don't understand. Are you listening to the reading over? No, no. No, I lose control. Nice to meet you. Falling and falling and falling. You can't you see? Lose control when you're not next to me. Talking all you make a mess of me. Control. The problem is when I'm with you,
Let's say I'm working on a research paper about the future of renewable energy, and I come across a study with findings I want to include in my paper. I can use Grammarly to paraphrase it so it fits more seamlessly into my paper. First, I select the text I want to paraphrase from the website I'm on, and copy and paste it into my document.
Boy, I don't want to hear that shit from you. All by myself. Shri Krishna. Namaskaram. I speak English, Shri. So you're not gonna tell me what you was talking about? The universe always listening? I don't understand. Man, he got a song with everybody. He really doing this country thing for sure.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete
You act like I can smoke all this crack by myself. You had the pipe, I had the work. Let's get it off the shelf. Post Malone is really so. Yeah, I tried to tell y'all about Post Malone, man. Wow. Wow. Post Malone doing his country thing for real, for real. No, that's not true. The universe is always aligned with people. The universe is always aligned. There ain't no disconnection because we are it. We are a piece of it. So it ain't no disconnection. That just like all right, looking at people is kind of like getting a microscope and looking at bread under a microscope. Like you're not gonna look at bread under a microscope and say, "Nope, that's not bread." Even though it's dead, whatever we looking at is dead. No, we are part of the. We are a part of it. We are it. It is us. We are here in it, all around us. Ain't no separation. The thing is that a lot of people get a lot of people put rules like what you put on there. That's a rule that people put on there. If you believe it, no, everything, every everything is always conspiring in your favor. The thing is that what people think and feel versus the reality, the life they live versus the life they want is two different things. And you gotta act as if you already live that life. So if you want to be rich, you already gotta have a mindset of being rich. It ain't no, oh, I'll be working at this job for the next 30 years. No, you gotta talk it. I'm gonna hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Every time you play the lottery, say this time is the time. Don't say, oh, maybe this time. No, ain't no maybe this time. You supposed to know when you go to sleep, you supposed to know tomorrow when I wake up, I'm winning the lottery tomorrow. You gotta know it. Because things is always moving. Time is always moving. And it just depends on what trance you in. People go from trance state to trance state in different brain wavelengths though, but people go from trance state to trance state. And the thing is that your current and your past got to be in alignment because people is always manifesting, people was always creating, people was always moving. Like, but you gotta what you want or where you at versus what you want versus where you at got to be in alignment. Even if you're not physically where you want to be, you got to be in the mindset that you either there or you damn sure close to it. Like if people if let's just be honest, if the universe really held back what hurt people, then wouldn't nobody be hurt. So I can't believe that. I can't believe that. Not when I watch my mom drink and smoke herself to death. I can't believe that when I used to be in the hospital every 3 4 months. Where was God holding the stuff back at then? Or even now, the shit that I'm going through right now today. I wish somebody would hold some of this pain back that I feel right now. Man, what? Don't come to me talking to me about no karma, no this one and that one. I can't believe it because reality tell me different. You act like I had some help. I've been smoking this crack all by myself. Now, I'm not telling you to think different, but what I'm saying is that I like to look at things in a macrocosm. A lot of people live moment to moment. And I used to be moment to moment, but now I have the ability to see things big picture, so to speak. And no, I was talking about karma. I'm talking about what you talking about. That's fine if you want to talk about karma. We ain't got to focus on that. I'm talking about what you said. The universe holds stuff back that hurt you. That's a lie. I don't believe. Well, for me in my reality, I don't see it that way. I don't. What if somebody wants some money for some alcohol, then it's gonna make it hard. No, I just think that maybe it wasn't meant for them, or maybe they didn't put themselves in a position to have money at that moment. I don't think it's the universe say, okay, now it's your turn to randomly go through hardship. No, a hardship is part of the program. Everybody go through hardship. Everybody get shit that they don't need, and everybody can't get something that they need. And for the people, I mean, it's always something. Ain't nothing. It's like the Eight of Cups. It ain't. You never really going to be truly satisfied. It's very few people that creates a reality for themselves and maintain it for a very long time. Very few people. A lot of people who with some type of money always buying new. They always want new things. We just distracted. That's all. We just distracted. We spend a lot of time. You said if I told you the unnecessary BS I went through, undeserving, mind you. But my thing is that if you say the universe hold things back that's gonna hurt you, then how would you ever? And this is why a lot of people have a hard concept with God, especially when they have loved ones that pass away, because they believe if God supposed to be good and God deliver all of these things, then how can God hurt me? How can God take something from me and I'll never see them again? What's up, M? What's up, Thanos? But everything I'm saying is based off of what you said about the universe won't give you anything that will hurt, will hold back things that'll hurt you. I just can't accept that because because pain is a part of the process. That's what I'm saying. If you was protected from things that'll hurt you, you would never have those stories to tell. So something ain't adding up. I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about how people say things work. Something don't add. Something ain't adding up right. Ain't no such thing as being too nice. Either you is or you ain't. Now, is there such thing as not protecting yourself, not protecting your assets? Is there any way I can look out for outcome of certain event through tarot? I can't say yes or no. What I would say is that we get the cards have a message, and then we use our past experience and our intuition to draw together a meaning behind the cards. So I can't say yes or no because we could get to pulling cards and start talking about, you know, the next door neighbor or something. I don't know. Uh, what is the said event that you want? What's going on? You about to go out on a date or something? And the reason why I said it's hard because is there is no success failure card, right? Tarot wasn't meant for like blanket black white type stuff, like yes no questions, stuff like that. Tarot was meant for insight, uh to give you a heads up on particular things. So if we ask about your event, then we it is no guarantee if we get a success or fail card. There is no success or fail card. There's cards that let you know things are coming to fruition. You know what I'm saying? And we can see if it's going to be some problems. But I can't just overall like guarantee overall like everything is going to be fine or everything is going to be terrible. Now, it might be 1 out of 10 things that might go bad. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be something that we pick up on that somebody fixed that problem before it even happens. So I can't guarantee what you would get in your reading. Only thing I can say is that tarot was meant to give you insight. So maybe, kinda, so possibly. I just don't want to sell you a fake dream. I can't. I don't believe in just telling people anything for for the views or for the likes or for the donations. Not on the date. What I'm looking for is the outcome of an important career. So, are you hoping you get the job or what is? You speak very broad. Like I don't want your address and your social in the same sentence, but you got to narrow it down for me a little bit. So we got ASMR and tarot. 5-5. That's the day. All right. So it sounds like maybe you had an interview for 2 jobs. That's funny. Oh my. Here it is. Let me take you out the ordinary. Man, I've been on here for 40 minutes, and this the first reading I get. Crazy work. You giving an assessment? So what you want to know if you pass? You want to know if you did well? Would you take the ASVAB or something? College entry exam? Future possibility. Uh, I mean, Ain't no mystery to an assessment. And the reason why I'm about to answer your question the way I am is because I'm more than just a tarot reader. I'm a I'm a life coach too. Sorry, this is my lunch break. And I'm eating corn chips so my breath can stink. That's a part of our the coaching guild. We got to eat Doritos and corn chips so our breath can stink. It's a test to see if you can focus or not on what I'm saying. So you gotta watch out, man. People slick. You always getting tested and don't even know it. But no, back to what I was saying though. Um, your situation. What was your situation again? Oh, assessment. I like some things deserve a lot of thought. Some things got to be simple. I think this one of those things that's got to be simple. I'm gonna ask you a question, yes or no. Did you know enough answers for you to get a high score? Yes or no? And you just had a card jump out. The deck didn't even want to fold, so that means you. To me, I think you got some stagnant energy. Where you at, Ellen? You must be typing a pamphlet. Um, you didn't answer the question, friend. You didn't answer the question, friend. And please don't say it's up to the universe, because there is no separation between you and the universe. Yeah. I asked you, all right, this is like a confidence question. And I wanted to know, did you know enough answers for you to get a high score on the assessment? Not the ones you kind of knew, not the ones you kind of forgot. I'm talking about the ones you knew for a fact. The ones where you ain't even have to finish reading the question before you answer. I'm talking about those. I know we all took a test before. We was like, well, you know what? I ain't even got to read all this. I already know what the answer is. Maybe on the edge. Mm, First thing that came to my mind was, you think, no, I can't say that like that. Um, Let me correct what I'm saying. Not you think. That's crazy work. I think I can't believe I just referred to myself like that. I said you think. That is crazy work. Boy oh boy. Spirit be talking, don't he? He said you think. I think y'all don't get what I'm saying. Anyways, I think me, KP, I'm in control here. I'm the boss. I think, don't nobody tell me what I think. I say what I think. There's some voices in my head, y'all. And they starting to come out my mouth. All right, no. Okay, so I think, not you, I think that you did a little bit better than you think. Um, my question is, can you test again? She said, eat the chips. Yeah, it's the chips. Those chips is actually good. I'll be back. Yes, I will. I will be back. Come and rescue me. You taking me out of the ordinary. Girl, your teeth is yellow, look just like a canary. Then why your breath smell like that? It smell like the dairy. In your underarms, yes, they are hairy. Yeah, I said, can you take the assessment again? This is my no-no square. God damn it, girl, your toes are hairy. I thought I was tripping, it's not imaginary. Why's your feet sticking to the ground? Is the dirt holding you down? Oh, that shit's not ordinary. All right, so I can wait for the results and what? So again, so my question is, based off of what you're saying right now, then what was you hoping to get from a tarot reading? Was you just looking to feel good? You just wanted some hope, some clarity? Ain't no wrong answer. I'm just curious. And just so you know, this is the card that fell out when I was shuffling for you. So you can if you want, we can play a guessing game. Guess what card it is. Or we can just flip it over whenever you're ready. But like I said, it was hard for me to shuffle, even though this deck kind of cheap and the cards is they bend a little bit. Sometimes I can shuffle these real easy, and sometimes the deck just don't want to cooperate. And today is one of them days where the deck just didn't want to cooperate. You taking me out of the ordinary. I'm gonna lay you down, missionary. Oh, KP after dark. Girl, I'm about to go down. Girl, I'ma make you frown. No, this head ain't ordinary. I don't care if the cat is hairy. Hell no. Oh shit, I need to get my mic. Somebody donate to the channel so I can get my mic and everything back in order. I'm about to record that. Oh shit. The card looks positive to me. No, the universe don't work in its own way. We work we all work together. You just gotta catch you just gotta catch What is it called? You gotta catch. Well, you gotta catch the wave, if that makes sense. You just gotta. You just. It's called. It's kind of like not musical chairs, not Russian roulette. Okay, so it's like, okay, life is cyclical in nature, meaning that what goes around comes around, not karma. What I mean is that ain't nothing new under the sun. Things get repeated. Now things get more refined. You know what I'm saying? But it really ain't nothing that really is new. It's different variations of the same thing, right? That's reality. That's just what it is. Damn, I forgot what I was about to say and why. Uh, what was I saying? Oh, the universe don't work in its own way. You just got to catch the wave. Okay, that's what I was saying. Like everybody has a destiny. No, 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 no. Take that back. That's a lie. Everybody has a path, and on your path, you can make decisions that go left, right on your path. But if you intend to go right, and sometimes you be going left, then you're gonna mess your trajectory up. So consistency is key. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. Out of all the spiritual books, all of the videos, all of the podcasts, all of the radio stations, all the listen, man. Consistent optimism is key. Consistent optimism is key. Okay, so here we go. Because my Ritalin wearing off now, and I'm about to start going crazy. You got the Ten of Wands. So the first thing first, whenever we get a 10 card, you got to understand that this means that it's the end of a cycle, right? So whatever this means to you, right, this cycle is closing, whether it's jobs or what. It's a now this is a general reading, but if it applies to your, you know what? I won't clock it as a general. Yes, I will clock it as a general read. It just jumped out. It just jumped out. But it is related to this situation in particular, though. Um, so this is the Burton's card, okay? Um, the Ten of Wands is the burden card. All right, it's another keyword that I'm forgetting right now that's associated with this card. It might help you, but this is a burden card, okay? So in this upright position, it means that the burdens are over, but we're going to have to carry them through the threshold. Uh, what I'm seeing here is there's no quick fixes. This is going to be a long-term thing. This is why I asked you, did you want to could you take the test again? In this reverse position, this means that whatever you're going through, though it might be a lot, though it might be heavy, the ending is going to be smooth, cool, calm, collected. No worry, no stress, no nothing. All right. So in this particular case, we need to turn this upright Ten of Wands upside down. Meaning that we need to be able to end this cycle as cool, calm, and collected as possible. How do you do that? Optimism and consistency. Now, if you can get consistent optimism, that'd be even better. Now, I gotta warn you. You wanna if you 50%, 50 is, or if you at 0% and 100 is the highest, I don't want you to be on 100. Right? And if negative 100 is pessimistic, I want you to be at about like 65, 75. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want you to ignore any possible dangers or any possible opportunities that could be coming your way. Right? I do feel like there's going to be another opportunity that's going to come your way. But it's definitely going to be some struggle. So the card that's on top of the deck, because once the card jump out, no matter where it jump out from the middle, from the end, I stop shuffling. So the card that I had seen, because this card dropped as well. All right. Now this card dropped directly from the top when I was just holding the deck, and it's the Five of Pentacles. All right. So these burdens that's going to be lifted, you're going to have to weather the storm, and it's going to take positivity as well. The reason why the stained glass window in this card stands out so much as big as the people in the card is because it represents no, see, when you look at this card, you automatically felt something negative. And this is what I'm talking about. I want you to tap into optimism. So I don't want you to pay attention to the struggle aspect, right? Because whether or not it's a struggle, it doesn't matter. This is something that we have to take care of. This is an objective that we have to complete. So I don't want you to look at things as too much or hard or nothing like that. I just want you to look at things as this is necessary. So we got five people, five likes, and then we got the Five of Pentacles, right? No coinkadink, right? No coinkadink. All right. So again, the stained glass window. If you see here, there's an anchor here. I can't remember the name of this type of anchor, but this is an anchor here. And we already know when we're talking about mental health and stuff like that, we know that the anchor is there to keep us grounded. But anchors keep us grounded at sea. So that means that we need to be grounded emotionally again, right? So this theme is running very tall here about being grounded emotionally here. See, this is why I'm the greatest tarot reader of all time. There's no knock against nobody else, but I just, that's just what you can expect here, right? So the stained glass window, oftentimes when you see a stained glass window, is at a church. So this card is saying that you need to be anchored in a positive spirit, period, point blank. Remember, according to data analytics, we only spend time in the negative about 30% of the time. The rest of the time, we either even or positive. I'm talking about when we're looking at the stock market. So if we take that principle and look at life, remember, uh, out of every 10 days, we could have a maximum of 3 bad days. You see what I'm saying? A maximum. Now, I ain't even gonna lie, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. And I think if I had a 10-day week and I had 7 good days, I think that's a win. 7 out of 10, I think that's a win. You know what I'm saying? But my brain just, my brain just be doing his own thing. I'm sorry, right? I'm gonna blame it on the brain, right? Just like people blame it on the goose. But yeah, I just want you to hone in on the fact that it's a spirit of optimism. No, nothing suggests a negative outcome. What this could mean, uh, one thing that you could say with this card, this is one of the travel cards. So maybe it's just not, maybe one particular opportunity might not be meant for you right here, right now. Don't it got you feeling loose? Yeah, you know the goose get you loose. I don't even know why you playing. I don't even know why you playing. You know the goose get her loose. Even if it ain't you, it's one of them out there somewhere. I know they get loose on the goose. I done had a couple Grey Goose about. I ain't gonna lie, man. Grey Goose is one of them ones. Grey Goose, icy. Ooh, man. Whew. Well, a little Everfresh or something in there. Oh, baby, let's do the twist. Bye, bye, oh baby, ah, let's do the twist. Head ass. But it just it depends. If you think that this opportunity not working out for you is negative, then then it's negative. But to me, this is saying that the burdens and the struggle is over. And what I was saying was that in the stock market, the stock market is only going to be negative 30% of the time. Okay, so I'm happy you said that hammer and word because no job is hard when you got the right tool. You understand what I'm saying? If we need concrete, we need a concrete mixer. We need this one. We need that one. Once you got the right tools, the job is easy. So you trying and failing, if that's how you want to look at it, you trying and not succeeding just requires you to try more. It requires you to get better. But failure is not an option. Maybe this could be the wrong opportunity or a missed opportunity, but failure is not an option. The failure is not. We can't even negotiate that into the contract. And the way I speak on things, I just say that wasn't meant for me. That's just how I look at it. It wasn't meant for me. No good, no bad, no ugly. That wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, tequila like my kryptonite, man. It's just something about tequila. It just to me, tequila hit harder than a lot of liquors, man. Vodkas is cool. Gin is Gin remind me of malt liquor a little bit. The vodka cool. The gin, yeah. I know that spice rum. That I know I had that port. That's the only one I ever had before. The 151 Puerto Rican spice rum. I had that shit. Man, that shit was sitting on the TV stand in front of the window. I took a shot of that shit. Man, I burnt my chest from the inside out. Oh, that shit was crazy. And my first time having cognac. My first time having cognac was room temperature too. It was this old school cat, my homeboy uncle. I don't know, maybe he was smashing or something. But my homeboy uncle, he was a little sweet, but he had a little mini bar and he had some cognac. Boy, that yak hit me in the chest. That yak punched me in the mouth, boy. Yeah, but my thing is that why would you say you can't reverse the Ten of Wands? It's easy. The bird, listen, life is so here's the spiritual meaning behind this Ten of Wands. Life is going to be hard, period. That's a part of the program is for it to be challenging. Now the thing is that what's the perspective that we have on the challenges that we face? What's the perspective? Your perspective can change this Ten of Wands upside down alone. Just your perspective, just consistent optimism, right? Just like you use the word hammer, and this is what I was talking about before I got distracted. You use that hammer to knock that nail into place. And that's consistent optimism. If you fail, don't get pessimistic. It ain't like you can't try again, or it ain't like you can't try something else. My thing is just don't sit around too long where it's not a match for you. You will know if it's a match for you or not, because you will think it, you will feel it, you will know it, you will know it. So life is life, right? I like to look at this Ten of Wands as groceries. Like I like to look at this Ten of Wands as payday, right? And on payday, you got to get groceries, you got to get gas in your car, you got to get some back to school shoes, some underwear. You know what I'm saying? You got to get all of this stuff. You might need you I don't know. Might have to pay your Wi-Fi bill with this check. And so my thing is that when you go out and do all this shopping and you carry in those shopping bags back to the house, you could be, oh, I'm tired of this shit. Or even if you do feel like that, let that moment happen, but immediately tap into something that can change your mind, right? So it's just like if it's payday, right? We gotta spend the money. It's payday. So are we gonna spend it angry, or are we gonna spend it like we know better and we gonna keep it moving? Because we know when you stomping your feet, all that shit, we know that take time off your day. We know that take time off your life. That energy, even though some people believe that and all that is relieving stress, it's the vibratory frequency that your body is giving off and what you resonating. What frequency you resonating at. And if you constantly resonating at that frequency, it goes from being an emotional detox to a habit of how you release stress, how you release energy. And that is a way that can erode the circuits. I'm gonna go smoke me a cigarette. You talking about you just tapped in. What's going on, little Bessie? I'm just playing old smoke cigarette. Them bitches put me in the hospital. But I can't even also I can't even phew, I don't need to smoke, but I can't smoke cigarettes. I can't even smoke tobacco. That shit have me sick for days. I can't even smoke tobacco. That shit have me sick. I can't even lick a shell. Like if I had a tobacco cigarello and I licked it like I was rolling a blunt, that'd make me sick. Nicotine makes well, I don't know if it's nicotine, all nicotine or the processed nicotine, but nicotine makes me sick. But so 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 here hitting in the car, as you can see, his house is right there, right? Yeah, it's in the distance, but he's almost home, right? So what that means is that all this trying and trying and trying and trying again is doing something. It's building fortitude. It's building experience that you can later use as wisdom. You understand what I'm saying? All of these things that you go through is not for nothing. And I don't ever want you to think that I wasted my time with this person. I wasted my time at this job. No, you cursing yourself when you say that. Find something positive to get. Well, at least I'm happy I had a chance to work this job because it was somebody who was wrongly convicted of a murder, or wrongly convicted of a rape, wrongly convicted of a crime, and now they can't get that job that you was able to get. Even the people who was rightfully convicted and rehabilitated themselves, they won't be able to get that opportunity. What about if you get caught with marijuana, you lose your Pell Grant, right? So a lot of people wake up and say, "Oh, I hate going to school," but it's people out here who, just because they got pulled over and they had a little joint or a roach in their ashtray, they can't get Pell Grants anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So, perspective is definitely key, and I would say that anything in front of you, you gotta be optimistic about it. Nothing was never for nothing. Everything always have purpose because it's in existence. Even if it's I went to this interview and they never hired me. Maybe that's just a challenge for you to become a better interviewer. E. I'm sorry, interviewee. I'm sorry, I used to be a manager. But maybe that's a challenge. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to look at the Burton card or this Five of Pentacles as anything bad. It's just showing you in your life where you have an area you can improve in. So only thing left after that is accept the challenge or not. All right, y'all know the goose get her loose. So I got that last call, man. Missy, you want to read? If not, then I'm outie 5,000. I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I've been feeling drained. I'ma smoke me some crack. All my life I knew ya. They said the holy water's watered down. Day after day. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, donate to reciprocate. Remember, everything that you donate goes directly to food, shelter, and water. My name is not important, but what is the fact that I'm here on behalf of Sacred Self Healing Center, where the heart is the center for healing. What up, John 23? I bet you can't recite that verse, 23:3. What's up? Can I get a donation based reading? Can somebody donate $1 to the kid? Can I have $1? I want some Oreos. I don't want Oreos. This is my no square. Please do not touch me there. I ain't even craving no sweets though. That's good. Oh, I could. I can't keep doing the sweets. That's cool. That's because I'm trying to get that JP Morgan one day. You very tired? Oh, you said you sorry you can't donate? No biggie. But this is the last call for alcohol. I'll be back on in the morning and we can hang out in the morning, y'all. No, it's not that late, but if you know like I know, then you're gonna have to do what you gotta do. Can you do one more reading? It depends on what the reading about. You might have to call me or text me. What's up? You wanted a general reading? How can I help you? About your class, okay. We got a nice little theme running tonight. Troliante. All right, y'all. So I just want to say that your will is within you. So whether or not you pass or fail is all up to you. I can't tell you if you're going to pass or fail in these cards. I don't have a pass or fail card. All right. So what I can do is pull the card and tell you what I think about the situation or circumstance. So if you worried about failing, I suggest you study. If you, it's plenty of websites on the internet that can give you a mock test. Shit, if you get your donations right, I help you study. Huh. Speaking of studying, we got the Hierophant. All right. So, uh, oftentimes when the Hierophant come out, this is a future. 9 times out of 10, you might be a future spiritual leader of some sort. Um, but what this card represent is sticking to the rules. All right. So whatever the rules is, whatever that mean to you, stick to the rules. So if you got this thing you do, you got a routine before you. If you got like a study routine before you take a test or whatever it is, the Hierophant represents being able to get solutions to problems, right? This is another five card, meaning conflict, right? So when you're dealing with conflict, resolution is key, right? Uh, conflict is imperative, not resolution. Conflict is imperative, but we got to put the energy towards the solution. All right. So whatever you want, my guru will always say this: whatever the problem is, we only spend no more than 30% of the problem, 30% of our time on the problem. All right, we only spend 30% of our time. The rest of the time is spent either contemplating and or installing solutions to the problem. All right. So the other, really quick, the Hierophant represents the spiritual institution, but it represents institution. And it also represents higher learning as well. Okay. So I would say study. The reason why those people are facing the Hierophant, because the Hierophant has all the answers. So maybe this is a confirmation that you have the answers, but I will still study though, because you can always be better. All right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut him down. You hear me? If you know like I know, then you gonna grow an afro. No, I'm just playing. But look though, y'all, I gotta turn off this light because y'all know. If y'all know KP, y'all know I do not like these new light bulbs. They just do something to my aura, my body. Uh-oh. But I'm tired, y'all, so you're welcome. Make sure you hit me up, John. All right, y'all. So with that being said, man, it's been an honor and a pleasure to be of service to you all. And remember, I'm totally grateful for this opportunity because I could have been a million other places doing nothing. But somehow, some way, I know I'm on the right track. So, if you know what I'm about to say it with me. Peace, love, health, and wealth. Anything else, put it back on the shelf. And you want to know why? Because I'm not buying it. And I don't expect them or her or him to buy it either. Peace. Bye bye.